Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing everything you once took for granted is gone. Your money, your status, your comfort, all of it vanished in an instant. Most people would panic. Fear would take over. Anxiety would crush them. Because for most, their happiness is tied to things they can't control. But what if I told you there's a way to be completely unshaken by anything life throws at you? A mindset so powerful that no loss, no failure, no hardship could ever break you. This isn't some fantasy. It's not a motivational speech. This is the real, battle-tested philosophy that forged some of the greatest minds in history. A philosophy followed by Roman emperors, legendary warriors, and even modern billionaires. A philosophy that can make you unstoppable. It's called Stoicism. You see, most people spend their entire lives chasing happiness, believing that success, wealth, or recognition will finally bring them peace. But the truth? These things are fragile. They can disappear overnight. And when they do, those who rely on them are left broken. But the Stoics, they saw life differently. They understood that control is an illusion, that true power isn't in what you own, but in how you think. That real freedom comes from mastering your mind, not your circumstances. And once you unlock this mindset, you become untouchable. You stop fearing failure. You stop chasing validation. You stop being controlled by things that don't matter. Instead, you learn to thrive in any situation, no matter how brutal, no matter how unfair. So how do you do it? How do you develop this ironclad mentality? How do you train yourself to stay calm, fearless, and in control, no matter what life throws at you? That's exactly what we're about to break down. Your emotions are lying to you. Right now, you might think your feelings are facts. That if you're angry, you have to lash out. If you're anxious, you have to panic. If you're sad, you have to break down. But that's not true. Emotions are just impulses, temporary reactions, not absolute truths. And if you let them control you, they will ruin your life. Think about the last time you lost your temper. Did it help? Did it fix anything? Or did it make things worse? Think about the last time you let fear stop you. Did it protect you? Or did it rob you of an opportunity? Most people are slaves to their emotions. They act on impulse, they react without thinking, and they let fleeting feelings dictate their actions. But the strongest people in history, they did the opposite. They mastered their emotions instead of being mastered by them. Because here's the truth. Self-control is power. The ability to remain calm when others panic, to stay focused when others get distracted, to be unshaken when others crumble. That's what separates the strong from the weak. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors, ruled over millions of people, fought wars, and faced constant betrayal. But despite all that, he remained calm. Why? Because he lived by one simple principle. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And that's exactly what you need to do. Instead of reacting, observe. Instead of lashing out, pause. Instead of letting emotions dictate your actions, take control. Because when you control your emotions, you control your life. So how do you do it? How do you stop being a slave to impulse? How do you train yourself to remain calm, focused, and in control, no matter what happens? That's exactly what we're about to break down. Discomfort is not your enemy. Think about it. Every time you avoid discomfort, you stay the same. You skip the workout because it's too hard. You avoid the conversation because it's awkward. You give up on your goals because they require effort. And then you wonder why nothing changes. The truth is, growth only happens in discomfort. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who have it easy. They're the ones who lean into the struggle. They understand that discomfort is the price of strength, discipline, and success. Look at anyone who has ever achieved greatness. Athletes push their bodies beyond the limit. Entrepreneurs take risks when failure is a real possibility. Leaders step into difficult situations instead of running from them. The common factor? They don't avoid discomfort, they embrace it. Your mind is wired to seek comfort, to keep you safe, to protect you from pain. But here's the problem. Comfort is a trap. It keeps you weak, keeps you small, keeps you exactly where you are. If you only do what's easy, your life will always be hard. But if you do what's hard, your life will become easier. You have two choices: stay comfortable and remain the same, or embrace discomfort and become stronger. The path to success, to discipline, to confidence, it all starts with doing what's uncomfortable. So ask yourself, what have you been avoiding? What challenge are you running from? Because that's exactly where your growth begins. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for it to feel easy. It won't. The only way forward is through discomfort. Embrace it, master it, and watch how your life transforms. Your mindset shapes everything. It shapes how you see challenges, how you handle setbacks, and how you approach success. Without a strong mindset, you'll always find excuses, always look for shortcuts, and always stay stuck in the same place. But when you develop a strong mindset, nothing can stop you. A strong mindset is not about never feeling doubt or fear. It's about choosing to act despite them. It's about pushing forward when others would give up. It's about resilience, determination, and unwavering belief in your ability to overcome. Think about the most successful people in history. They didn't get there by accident. They faced failure, rejection, and obstacles just like anyone else. The difference is their mindset. They didn't let those challenges define them. They saw them as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. To develop a strong mindset, you need to change the way you think. Instead of seeing problems as obstacles, see them as opportunities. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as part of the process. Instead of doubting yourself, remind yourself that you have everything it takes to succeed. A strong mindset is built through consistency. It's not something that happens overnight. Every day you have to choose to push through the discomfort, to stay focused on your goals, and to never back down. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth, who push you to be better, who don't let you settle for mediocrity. Feed your mind with positive thoughts, affirmations, and habits that align with the person you want to become. The road to success is not easy, but with a strong mindset, you can tackle anything. When life gets tough, a strong mindset will remind you to keep going, to stay committed, and to never settle for anything less than your best. So, ask yourself, are you ready to develop a strong mindset? Are you ready to transform your life and face every challenge with confidence? Because with the right mindset, there's nothing you can't achieve. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful skills you can master. In a world where everyone demands your time, attention, and energy, saying yes to everything is easy. Too easy. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals or values, you're saying no to something that could truly matter in your life. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-respect. It's about setting boundaries and protecting your time, your energy, and your focus. When you say no, you're choosing to prioritize what's most important to you. You're making space for the things that will help you grow, succeed, and live a life that truly fulfills you. But why is it so hard to say no? It's because we fear disappointing others. We fear being judged or labeled as difficult or uncooperative. But here's the truth. Your time is valuable. Your energy is limited. And if you're constantly giving it away to things that don't serve your goals, you'll never have enough left for what truly matters. Saying no is not about shutting people out or being rude. It's about being intentional with your choices. It's about understanding that you can't do everything, and you shouldn't try to. There's power in being selective with how you invest your time. When you say no, you create space for things that will move you forward. You create room for focus, for growth, and for the things that align with your purpose. You teach others to respect your time and your boundaries. The more you practice saying no, the easier it becomes. It's a muscle that, when strengthened, gives you the power to protect your time and energy without feeling guilty. So next time you're faced with a request or invitation, ask yourself, does this align with my goals? Is this the best use of my time? Will this bring me closer to the person I want to become? If the answer is no, don't be afraid to say it. Remember, saying no doesn't mean you're closing doors. It means you're opening the right ones. Gratitude is more than just a feeling. It's a practice. And when you make gratitude a part of your daily routine, it has the power to transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. We often get caught up in the rush of life, focusing on what we don't have, what's going wrong, and what we still need to achieve. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the things that are missing. But here's the secret. When you shift your focus to what you do have, when you start practicing gratitude, everything changes. Gratitude brings your attention to the present moment. It forces you to stop, look around, and recognize the blessings in your life, the small ones and the big ones. It's about appreciating the people who support you, the experiences that shape you, and the opportunities you have. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't depend on your circumstances. It's something you can choose to feel at any moment, regardless of what's happening in your life. And when you practice gratitude, it shifts your mindset. You stop seeing the world as a place where you're constantly lacking, and instead, you start seeing it as a place full of possibility and abundance. But how do you practice gratitude? It starts with acknowledging the good, even in the midst of challenges. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. They can be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a supportive friend, or the fact that you woke up to a new day. Over time, you'll start to notice just how much you have to be thankful for. Gratitude also has a way of changing your perspective. When you're grateful, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop measuring your success based on someone else's journey. Instead, you begin to value your own path, recognizing that your life is uniquely yours and that it's filled with things to be thankful for. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll notice your mindset shift from one of scarcity to one of abundance. And as you begin to appreciate what you have, you'll find that you start attracting even more positive things into your life. So, take a moment today. Pause. Look around. What are you grateful for? Start small, and over time, you'll see how powerful this simple practice can be in changing your life. Letting go of the past is one of the most freeing things you can do. We all carry baggage, mistakes, regrets, broken relationships, and it can weigh us down in ways we don't even realize. But here's the hard truth. The past no longer exists. It's over. Yet we often let it control our lives, shaping our present and future. When we hold on to the past, we limit ourselves. We hold on to what hurt us, keeping ourselves stuck in a cycle of pain and regret. The key to moving forward is learning to let go. And no, letting go doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the emotional grip the past has on us. It's about healing from the hurts that no longer serve us, forgiving ourselves and others, and making space for peace. We all have things in our past we wish we could change. The truth is, those past experiences have shaped us, but they don't define us. What truly matters is how we choose to move forward. To let go, we need to stop letting the past dictate who we are today. We can't change what's happened, but we can choose how we react to it. The first step in letting go is acknowledging the pain. Accept it, feel it, and understand it, but don't let it take control. Next, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, and those mistakes don't make you a failure. You can forgive yourself and learn from your past. Let go of the guilt and shame. Letting go also means accepting that life doesn't always go as planned. We face challenges, loss, and disappointments, but those things don't define us. They're just parts of our journey. The future is wide open, and you have the power to shape it. Instead of focusing on what was, focus on what is. The present moment is all we truly have. Letting go of the past opens up space for new experiences, growth, and opportunity. It allows us to move forward with a clear mind and a full heart. Let go of what holds you back, release what no longer serves you, and embrace the future with a sense of freedom and possibility. The best is yet to come. Stop seeking validation. It's a trap that many of us fall into. We constantly look for approval from others, whether it's from our friends, family, or even strangers online. But here's the truth. Seeking validation is a never-ending cycle that will never bring you true happiness or fulfillment. The moment you rely on someone else's approval to feel good about yourself, you lose your sense of self-worth. You give away your power. Think about it. How often do you post something on social media only to check for likes and comments to see if people appreciate it? Or how often do you do things just to impress others, even when they don't align with your own values or goals? When you seek validation, you're putting your worth in the hands of others. You're allowing others to dictate how you feel about yourself. The key to breaking free from this cycle is learning to validate yourself. You don't need anyone else's approval to know that you're worthy. You don't need external recognition to feel good about who you are. Your value is inherent. It's not dependent on anyone else's opinion. Start by shifting your focus inward. Instead of looking for external validation, look for it within yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments, big or small, because you know the effort you put in and the growth you've achieved. It's about recognizing your worth, even when others don't notice or acknowledge it. It's also important to stop comparing yourself to others. Social media and society are full of people showing their best sides, but behind the scenes, everyone has their own struggles and challenges. When you compare yourself to others, you're setting yourself up for disappointment because you're not seeing the full picture. Your journey is unique, and the only person you need to compete with is yourself. You are enough, just as you are. You don't need anyone's approval to be proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. When you stop seeking validation, you'll start living authentically. You'll make decisions based on your true desires and values, not based on what others think of you. So, stop chasing after approval and start giving yourself the validation you deserve. When you do that, you'll find the peace and confidence you've been searching for all along. Stay disciplined. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, staying disciplined is the key to achieving long-term success and personal growth. Discipline isn't about being strict or punishing yourself. It's about developing the self-control to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits that align with your goals, not your momentary desires. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal only to let procrastination and distractions get in the way? Whether it's telling yourself you'll start working tomorrow or deciding to take just one more break, we've all been there. But the reality is, success doesn't come from doing things when it's convenient. It comes from pushing through when it's hard, when you're tired, and when you'd rather be doing something else. Staying disciplined means staying consistent. It means doing the work every day, even on the days when you don't feel motivated. The key to building discipline is creating a routine and sticking to it. Set a clear plan, break your goals down into manageable tasks, and follow through. No excuses. Even on days when motivation is low, it's the discipline that will carry you through. But discipline isn't just about working harder. It's about making smarter choices. It's about knowing when to say no to things that will derail your focus and staying committed to your bigger vision. If you want to succeed, you must be willing to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term gain. It's about delaying gratification and understanding that the work you put in now will pay off later. Discipline also requires patience. You won't see overnight results, and that's okay. The most successful people didn't get to where they are by taking shortcuts. They got there by staying disciplined, putting in the work day after day, and trusting the process. Even if the progress feels slow, remember that each small step is a step closer to your goal. So, embrace discipline in your life. Understand that it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Make discipline your ally, and you'll soon realize that it's the secret weapon to achieving everything you've ever wanted. When you stay disciplined, success becomes inevitable. It's not about luck, it's about showing up, doing the work, and staying committed no matter what. Be adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. To thrive, you need to be flexible, able to adjust to changing circumstances, and embrace the unexpected. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily those with the best plans or the most resources. They're the ones who can adapt when things don't go as planned. Think about the times when life threw a curveball at you. Maybe things didn't work out the way you expected, or an opportunity slipped through your fingers. It's easy to get frustrated, but being adaptable means shifting your mindset and finding new ways to move forward. It's about having the ability to pivot, adjust, and keep going, even when the situation isn't ideal. Adaptability isn't about changing your goals, it's about finding new paths to reach them. Sometimes the route you thought would work just doesn't, but that doesn't mean you're stuck. It means there's another way. Being adaptable allows you to look at challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles. It's about finding creative solutions and being willing to try new approaches, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zone. In today's fast-paced world, things are always changing. Whether it's new technology, shifting market trends, or personal challenges, adaptability is more important than ever. The people who succeed are the ones who stay curious, keep learning, and are open to change. When you're adaptable, you can turn any situation into a learning experience and come out stronger on the other side. Being adaptable also means letting go of the need for control. Not everything is within your grasp, and that's okay. Accepting that uncertainty is part of the journey can give you the freedom to explore new possibilities. Instead of resisting change, embrace it. The ability to adapt is a powerful skill that will help you overcome setbacks, stay relevant, and achieve long-term success. So, be adaptable. Life will throw challenges your way, but your ability to adjust and remain flexible will determine how you navigate them. When you embrace change and keep moving forward with an open mind, you'll be ready for anything that comes your way. Success isn't about holding on tightly to a single plan. It's about learning to adapt and grow, no matter where the journey takes you. Take full responsibility for your life. Every success, every failure, every choice you make shapes your future. The moment you start taking responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and decisions is the moment you start truly controlling your destiny. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck when things don't go your way. But the truth is, only you have the power to create change in your life. Taking responsibility means accepting that you are the one who controls your reactions and decisions. Life will throw challenges at you, people will let you down, and things won't always go as planned. But how you respond to those challenges is entirely up to you. You can choose to stay stuck in victim mode, blaming everything around you, or you can rise above and take charge of your situation. The power lies in your hands. This doesn't mean you should blame yourself for everything that goes wrong. Life is full of unexpected twists, and sometimes things happen that are beyond your control. But taking responsibility means acknowledging your role in the outcome and learning from it. It means recognizing where you could have done better, where you could have made a different choice, and using that insight to grow and move forward. When you take full responsibility, You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for someone else to fix your problems or for circumstances to change. You stop pointing fingers and start taking action. This mindset shifts you from being passive to being proactive. You stop letting life happen to you and start making life happen for you. It's also important to realize that taking responsibility doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means recognizing that you are responsible for seeking help when you need it, for building the right relationships, and for creating an environment that supports your growth. Responsibility is about owning your decisions, your mindset, and your journey. When you take responsibility, you gain control over your life. You stop being at the mercy of external forces, and instead, you become the creator of your future. You realize that no one else is coming to save you. It's up to you to make the changes you want to see. And when you fully embrace that power, nothing can stop you from achieving the success you desire. So take full responsibility. Own your choices, your actions, and your life. Stop waiting for things to get better on their own. Take control and create the future you deserve. Imagine if you could unlock the power to improve your life every single day simply by reflecting on your actions, decisions, and experiences. That's the power of daily reflection. It's a simple habit that can dramatically transform your life if you commit to it. Every day presents opportunities for growth, but those opportunities can slip through your fingers if you don't take the time to pause, think, and learn from what happened. Daily reflection gives you the space to review your day, acknowledge your progress, and identify areas for improvement. It's not about criticizing yourself, it's about gaining clarity. Reflection allows you to step back, detach yourself from the rush of life, and see things from a different perspective. It's a chance to evaluate your thoughts and actions and to understand what went well and what didn't. Through daily reflection, you become more aware of your patterns. You start to see what drives you, what holds you back, and what motivates you. It helps you understand your strengths and weaknesses, allowing you to make smarter choices moving forward. By regularly taking the time to reflect, you can avoid repeating mistakes and build on your successes. This makes it easier to move toward your goals with confidence and clarity. But daily reflection is not just about looking at the past. It's about preparing for the future. When you reflect on your day, you can identify areas where you want to grow, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development. Reflection helps you set better intentions for the next day, aligning your actions with your values and long-term goals. It's a tool that helps you stay on track and focused. Another powerful aspect of reflection is gratitude. As you reflect on the day, you naturally start to notice the small wins, the moments of joy, and the things you're thankful for. This shifts your mindset away from negativity and opens up a space for more positivity and appreciation in your life. It trains you to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, which is essential for building a fulfilling life. So, make daily reflection a non-negotiable part of your routine. It doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. It could be as simple as taking 5 minutes before bed to journal your thoughts, or just pausing for a moment during your day to ask yourself, what went well today? What could I have done better? The key is consistency. By reflecting daily, you give yourself the chance to learn and grow every single day. You give yourself the opportunity to become the best version of yourself, one thoughtful decision at a time. Now that you've explored these powerful principles, it's time to take action. Each of these habits, embracing discomfort, developing a strong mindset, learning to say no, practicing gratitude, letting go of the past, stopping the search for validation, staying disciplined, being adaptable, taking full responsibility, and reflecting daily, has the potential to transform your life in ways you never imagined. The truth is, success doesn't come overnight. It's built day by day, decision by decision. It's about choosing growth over comfort, purpose over distractions, and long-term vision over short-term gratification. These principles aren't just abstract ideas, they're actionable steps that, if implemented consistently, will help you break through limitations and reach your full potential. But remember, progress isn't linear. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments when you'll feel like giving up. The key is to stay committed, to keep pushing forward, and to trust that every small effort counts. These habits may feel difficult at first, but with time and practice, they'll become second nature. So, take what you've learned and apply it to your life. Start small and focus on one principle at a time. As you begin to integrate them into your daily routine, you'll start to see the changes. Your mindset will shift. Your confidence will grow. Your ability to navigate challenges will improve. It all starts with one decision, the decision to take control of your life, to push past limitations, and to commit to your own personal growth. You have everything you need to succeed within you. Now, go out there and make it happen.